Hello everyone. So in the last video, we have solved average selling price, which was the 16th question of the SQL 50 series. And today we are going to solve project employee 1. Okay, so in this question, we are given two tables. The first one is the project table. In this table, project ID and employee ID, the combination of these two columns will always be unique, which means that two employee can work on the same project or single employee can work on the multiple project. But the thing is that the combination of project ID and employee ID will be unique. Each of this table indicate that the employee with the employee ID working on a project with project ID. Okay. And the other table is employee ID. So employee ID is the primary key of this table. It is guaranteed that experience year is not null, which means an employee will always have experience years. Each of this table contain information about one employee. And the one information that we missed is employee ID is the foreign key to employee table. If there is an employee ID in the project table, which means that this employee ID will surely be coming from the employee table. Now what we have to do is we have to write a query that report average experience years of all the employee for each project. The main information is each project rounded to two digits. Okay, we can return the result in any order. So for example, this is the project table and this is employee table. All the project IDs are coming from this employee table, and these are the employee ID which are coming from this table, and these are the project IDs. So for example, for the project ID with 1, we have 3 employee IDs 1, 2 and 3, and these 3 employee IDs have experience of 3, 2 and 1, which is 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is 6, and average is 6 by 3, that is 2. So average year of experience for the project 1 is 2, and similarly we'll calculate for the project ID 2. So now let's write query so that we can understand it better. So first we'll select everything from. What should we do now? So since we want average for every project, which means we want everything from this table, and since we have employee ID, this employee ID will give us information about experience here. So if we match this project ID, this employee ID with employee ID in the employee table, then we'll get a entry where we can have project ID, employee ID, name and experience here. So we'll use the join here. Join from project comma employee, where where the project ID in the, so let us give a short name. So project P and employee E. So if P dot project ID is equal to E dot, employee ID is equal to E dot employee ID. So first let's see what the result of this query. Okay, so we got the project ID 1, employee ID 1, 2, 3, 1 and 4. Now we want is for we want to group these using the project ID. For these we have three peoples, that is Khaled, Ali and John, and the year of experience is 3, 2 and 1, and the average will be 2, 6 by 3, that is 2. So now we want is group by project ID, because we want the average of experiences for each project. So group by project ID. So after grouping by project ID, we will have this as a single entry. So we'll select, if we see the output, we want the project ID. So we can select project ID from P dot project ID. Then we want the average of experience here. So we want average of experience years. Okay. And we want it as average years. So this test case has been passed. So now let's okay, before that it is also given that we have to round the average years to 2 digits. So there's a function for that, that is round. We want to round this result to 2 digits. Okay, so that test case has been passed. Now let's try to submit this. Okay, so our solution got accepted here.